episode of At the Zoo with Max
and Mackenzie.
We've got a great show today.
We do, Max. We really do. We'll be going all over the zoo, spending up close and personal time with our animal buddies at the Hamill Family Play Zoo, visiting with Dr. Mike at the zoo hospital, and we'll drop in one of my favorite animals, the giraffes.
Right, Mackenzie. And we're going to have tons of fun later when we check out, are you ready for it? Baby animals!
Aw, I love baby animals.
Who doesn't? And along the way, we'll take questions from viewers watching at home.
Like Max said, it's gonna be a great show.
So if everybody's ready, let's get started. I do believe you said something about giraffes, Mackenzie.
I sure did. And away we go.
Check it out, Max. These guys are so cool. Definitely.
Sometimes I think I'd like to be a giraffe.
Blue tongue and all?
Blue tongue and all.
Gross! And now for some fun facts.
Here's something cool. Giraffes only need about 30 minutes of sleep a night.
Now that would be cool. I'd have a lot more time for video games and watching wrestling on TV.
And for doing homework.
Yeah, Mackenzie. That'd be a whole lot of fun.
Did you know giraffes are the tallest animals on Earth?
Sure helps when you're eating leaves from the tops of trees.
And giraffes' legs are taller than most people.
Well, I do now.
Just look at these guys. This is why I love giraffes so much. They're amazing, right, Max?
Right, Mackenzie. They're amazing.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Really, Max?
Yes, really. Honest. I think giraffes are amazing.
I knew you'd come around. Do you know where giraffes live, Max?
Got a feeling you're going to tell me.
They roam among the dense forests and wide plains of Central, Eastern, and Southern Africa.
I knew you'd tell me. Okay, I got it a minute, Mackenzie. I can see why giraffes are one of your favorite animals. So what's up next?
Next stop, Dr. Mike in the zoo hospital.
I'll meet you there.
Where are you going, Max?
Costume change. You know, Mackenzie, the zoo is high on my list of favorite places to visit. There's so much to see and do here.
I'm with you on that, Max, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes that most people don't know about.
You got that right. The zoo's kind of like a small city, and it takes a lot to run a small city.
For instance, the zoo's got its own police department, complete with police officers who stand patrol to make sure everyone's safe. And the same goes for the zoo's safety officers.
They're always on the job, ready to handle any emergency. But right now, we're going to visit a really awesome place in this small city. The hospital is one of the most important places in the zoo.
Because it's at the hospital that zoo animals get help when they're sick or regular checkups to help them stay healthy.
And also because this is where I get to dress up like a doctor.
How could I forget to mention that?
Hi, Max. Hi, Mackenzie.
Hi, Dr. Mike. What's going on today?
Meet Adelaide, a southern hairy-nosed wombat.
Hi, Adelaide.
I'm afraid she can't hear you, Mackenzie. She's under anesthesia. She's unconscious, so we can do her exam.
Plus, wombats can't talk.
Is she sick?
No, she's not sick. She's just here for a wellness checkup, just like when kids see their doctors before going back to school. Adelaide's getting ready to go to another zoo, and we just want to make sure she's healthy before she leaves.
How will she fly to the other zoo?
Well, when we finish her exam, she'll go in a comfortable crate, and then we'll drive that crate to the airport, and she'll get on the plane.
Will she fly first class?
Not first class, Max, but like I said, she'll be comfortable. You want to listen to her heartbeat?
I'm your guy.
How about some fun wombat facts, Dr. Mike?
Well, wombats are from Australia. They dig burrows and they live underground.
Underground? Maybe she should take the subway to the new zoo.
And wombats are marsupials, just like kangaroos. And like kangaroos, they have a pouch that they carry their young inside of.
Thanks for having us, Dr. Mike. We got a jam.
And thanks for taking such good care of Adelaide and all the other animals.
Good to see you. You guys come back again real soon.
Bye, Dr. Mike.
Bye, Max. Bye, Mackenzie.
And away we go!
Max, another costume change? How'd you do that?
It's the magic of television, Mackenzie.
Amazing.
And speaking of amazing, it's time for us to visit some amazing arachnids.
You mean spiders?
Yep, and other creepy crawly 8-legged critters.
Spiders? Yuck!
Don't worry, Mackenzie. We've got a great guide to help us out. Right, Leah?
You bet.
I'm not sure about this.
Come on, Mackenzie. You're supposed to be the daredevil. You go scuba diving, rock climbing, explore pyramids in Mexico.
Yeah, but but spiders!
I promise I'll take good care of both of you, Mackenzie.
See?
Well, okay, I guess.
Cool!
This is the Science Cube, where we showcase 34 different arachnids that are used for everything from silk to supposed medicinal uses.
People use arachnids for medicine?
Yes, Mackenzie. In China, some people grind centipedes and apply them to sores because they believe it reduces the pain, while others in Africa will grind grasshoppers into a paste and they'll put it on their forehead because they think it stops headaches.
Ugh, I think I'll stick with aspirin.
I'm loving this.
I can't believe you love spiders, Max.
Spiders can be a little scary, Mackenzie, but they can also be fascinating. And here in the Arts Cube, we focus on another 31 arachnids, where some of them are featured in movies, books, and music.
Like Charlotte's Web, one of my favorite movies, and I love the book.
And the Itsy Bitsy Spider song. Okay, I get it.
Come on, Mackenzie. Spiders are epic.
Really? What's so epic about them?
Well, for one thing, since the beginning of time, there have only been 7 to 10 species of human beings. But today, there are more than 40,000 species of spiders on Earth.
Oh, I'm so happy to know that, Max.
And what's really epic is that you can find spiders just about everywhere. In deserts, shallow streams, and seashores. In fact, the only places you won't find spiders are Antarctica, the Arctic region, mountaintops, and oceans.
Yeah, another reason to ask my parents to take me on an ocean cruise.
You know how spiders get all over the world, Mackenzie?
I've got a feeling you're going to tell me.
Ha ha. No, listen, because this is really mind-blowing. They travel by ballooning. Not that kind of ballooning. That's it.
What is that, Max?
It's spider ballooning, Mackenzie. First they shoot out a stream of silk, then they use it to catch a breeze, and before you know it, they're off to travel the world.
I just can't imagine doing that. I'm sure glad I survived that.
And as a reward, Mackenzie, our next stop is going to be checking out some of those baby animals you love so much.
Aw, this is gonna be great. I'll take baby animals over spiders any day. Hi, Craig. We're here to see the baby porcupine.
Baby porcupines are called porcupets, Mackenzie.
Okay, then, we're here to see the porcupets.
So porcupets like Quilbert here.
Quilbert?
Yep.
I love that name.
So porcupets are usually born in the summer and they only stay with their mom for a few months.
Well, what happens to them after that?
Don't worry, Mackenzie, they can take care of themselves. They have teeth and are ready to start walking after birth. Of course, our animal care specialists study a lot about the porcupine. Along with Dr. Mike's help, we know how to care for them and help them grow to be healthy.
What do porcupets eat, Craig?
They eat vegetables, twigs, and leaves.
Porcupets are vegetarians then.
That's right.
They don't eat hamburgers or hot dogs? That's so sad. Quilbert's tiny. How does he get his food?
So porcupets are able to climb right after birth. So we put a lot of food up in the trees in his habitat so he'll climb and get exercise. Here's something cool, Mackenzie. Porcupines have 4 toes on their front feet and 5 on their back.
That's just weird.
But not as weird as a porcupine's quills. Porcupines are slow, so they need their sharp quills to protect them from predators.
Well, if I was a predator, I sure wouldn't go near Quilbert.
Where do porcupines and porcupets live, Craig?
They can live in the forest, the desert, and the grasslands of North and South America and Africa. But if we're just talking about this little guy here, he likes to call the high elevation of the South American rainforest his home.
He sure looks happy here.
We try to make him happy. You know, most people are never going to see the rainforest, so having Quilbert here is a good way for them to meet him, learn about porcupines, and grow to care about animal conservation.
Well, I think you're doing a great job.
Me too.
Thanks, guys.
Well, look who's here.
Hi, Andre. That baby gorilla is so cute, Andre.
Mackenzie's big on cute.
She's so little.
Baby gorillas like Allie only weigh 3 to 4 pounds at birth, Mackenzie. That's about half what human babies weigh. But by the time they're 2 to 3 months old, they can crawl around, hold on to their mother's back, and sleep piggyback.
What do gorillas eat, Andre?
They're mostly vegetarian, Max. Of course, Allie likes her mother's milk, but her diet consists of bamboo shoots, leaves, fruits, berries, flowers, and vines. Western lowland gorillas even like to eat termites and ants.
Another bug eater?
I've read that gorillas are great communicators, Andre. Is that true?
It is, Max. Like all baby gorillas, Allie mostly communicates with cries, whimpers, and screaming to get her mother's attention. But as she gets older, she'll learn to use a combination of grunts, body postures, and facial expressions to communicate with the members of her troop.
Like this?
You've got the right idea, Max. Now, when Allie's full grown, she'll be between 4 and 5 feet tall and weigh between 150 and 250 pounds.
That's hard to believe looking at her now.
Thanks for having us, Andre. We got a jam.
Bye, Andre.
So long.
Okay, Mackenzie. We got to see so cute baby animals. Now it's time to visit the big boys. Now that's what I call a big boy.
No question about it, Max. As an eastern black rhino, King comes from a family of animals that contains the second largest land mammals on Earth.
Elephants are the largest, right, Cassie?
That's right, Mackenzie. Eastern black rhinos are among the smaller species of rhinos, but they still weigh in at about 3,000 pounds.
Like I said, a big boy.
Rhinoceroses are also one of the oldest living land mammals, having gone back 50 million years.
Wow, that's a long time.
They sure look lazy.
They may look lazy, but rhinos can run really fast for short periods of time.
Remind me never to get into a race with a rhino. And I wouldn't want those horns messing with me either.
No, those horns are really hard, but they're actually not made out of bone. They're actually made out of keratin. So they're actually made out of the same material as your hair and your fingernails.
All rhinos have horns, right, Cassie?
That's right. So 2 of the species, the Javan and the Indian, they have 1 horn, but species like the Sumatran, the white, and the black rhino like King, they all have 2 horns.
Do you think the one-horned rhinos ever get jealous?
I don't think so, Max.
Island rhinos are endangered.
That's right, Mackenzie. Beginning of the 20th century, there was over 500,000 rhinos. Today, there are fewer than 29,000.
That's awful. How did that happen?
Mostly because of hunting. People believe that their horns have powerful medicinal uses. But I'm happy to say that because of the knowledge gained here at the zoo, we help support conservation programs to save rhinos around the world.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, Max, you and our viewers will also be glad to hear about the many other conservation efforts that are taking place at the zoo and all over the world, and not just for rhinos.
Like what, Mackenzie?
Like scholarships to get kids involved in zoology through workshops and activities.
Now that's something I could get into. What else, Mackenzie?
And zoos sponsor research programs throughout the world, like this one, about the health, welfare, and behavior of dolphins.
Gotta love the dolphins.
Really, Max?
Sorry, what else?
And other programs are designed to develop tools to help with animal research and training for scientists all over the globe.
Cool, Mackenzie. And now, back to the zoo.
You know, we have another big animal nearby. Do you want to go see her?
Sure.
You bet.
This is Adele. Adele is a pygmy hippo here at the zoo. Pygmy hippos are smaller than their Nile hippo cousins.
She doesn't look that small to me.
Well, they still tip the scales at between 400 and 600 pounds.
Her ears sure look funny.
Their ears look funny because they can tilt them in all different directions so that she can listen for danger.
Where does she live in the wild, Cassie?
These guys tend to live on the land more than the Nile hippos do. They tend to live on kind of the banks of streams, in little forests and swamps. There's only about 3,000 pygmy hippos left in the world, but they do really well in zoos, and we really try to work with their conservation efforts to make sure that there's still pygmy hippos left.
Yay for Adele! Well, we spent a lot of time with animals in this episode.
But now we're gonna spend some time with humans.
Yes, it's time for viewer questions!
And away we go. Okay, Mackenzie, let's get a couple questions from the viewers at home.
Hi, Max and Mackenzie. I'm Ava, and I'm loving the show. I'd like to know what it's like to be on your own show.
It's fun.
But it's a lot of work. Next question.
Hi guys, John here, and my question is about condors. I love condors. I heard they can fly way high. I just like to know just how high they can fly.
Great question. And for the answer, we'll go to my friend and yours, Andre.
That is a great question, Max. And while there are a few birds that can fly higher than Maria here, Andean condors are still one of the highest flying birds. That's because they can fly as high as 15,000 feet. That's 10 times the height of the Empire State Building. Now back to you, Max and Mackenzie.
Cool, Andre. Thanks.
Well, we've got time for one more question.
Hey Max, hey Mackenzie, I'm Jacob, and I think kangaroos are awesome. I would like to know how far they can hop in one hop.
Another great question.
How about it, Andre?
Kangaroos are champion jumpers. And to answer Jacob's question, with a running start, they can leap 25 feet in a single jump. And they can leap as high as 6 feet. The reason that kangaroos like Sydney can jump so far is because their hind legs have powerful tendons that work like springs. First, their powerful hind legs strain and contract, then explode with energy leaping forward. Now you know all you need to know about how kangaroos hop.
Thanks for the questions, guys. Well, it seems like everyone got to talk about their favorite animal except for me.
Here it comes.
That's right. It's time for us to visit my favorite animal, the dolphins.
And something tells me that means another costume change. Really, he's got more costumes than I have clothes.
You got that right.
And away we go!
So they're just coming to check us out, see what we're doing. Oh!
Here they are, Mackenzie, the coolest fish on Earth.
Max, dolphins aren't fish, they're mammals.
I know. I just wanted to see if you were paying attention. You know something cool about dolphins, Mackenzie? They talk to each other just like we do.
Right, by making whistling sounds.
Those whistling sounds make up a whole spoken language for dolphins.
And it starts even before they're born, with their mother whistling to them while they're in her belly. That's the way they know the sound of their mother's voice.
Like I said, dolphins are cool.
Let's check them out.
She's leaving. There she goes. Look at her tail. She's going all the way to the bottom. Do you guys see what she's eating here?
Fish and gelatin.
Yeah, what kind of fish do you guys think that is?
Sardine.
Sardines, yep, there's definitely sardines. So this is a sardine. You want to feed it to her? Just toss it right into her mouth. So dolphins can eat between 15 and 20 pounds of fish a day. But Topeko, because she's nursing, she's eating, how much, Topeko? 22 pounds of fish a day, isn't that right? Right? 22 pounds, that's a lot. All right, you guys want to see some other things?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of what's called mimicry. And this is how the dolphins actually learn from each other. So we're gonna see if she can copy us. So I want you guys to go ahead and shake your head up and down a big yes. Ready? All right, here we go. There we go. Good girl. All right, this time, guys, we're gonna take our hands out like this, and we're gonna wiggle them. You're gonna get wet. We're gonna take our hands like this, and we're gonna push them out. 1, 2, 3. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and take your hand out like this. On the count of 3, we're gonna go down and up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here she goes. Yay! Go, go, Topeko! All right, guys, well, thank you so much for coming out. We're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to Topeko, okay? All right, go ahead and give her a big wave goodbye.
Bye. What's his name?
This is Atticus. He's a young Burmese python.
I read that snakes can smell out of their tongue. Is that true?
That is true. So he sticks his tongue out to collect scent particles, and then he brings that in, and it will tell him what he's smelling and if it's prey or something fun for him to go after.
What do they eat?
These guys will eat primarily mammals. Right now we feed him rats, but when he gets bigger, we can give him bigger things like rabbits.
Are they poisonous?
They're not venomous. So he is so big like this because he's a constrictor, which means that he squeezes his prey before he eats it.
How long is he?
He's about 8 feet long, so he's only about half his full length. They can get anywhere like 15 to 18 feet. It's pretty cool.
So he's definitely taller than you.
He's definitely taller than me, yes.
How much do you think he weighs?
He's about 16 pounds now. He'll probably weigh like 40 pounds. It'll take multiple keepers to bring him out for programs like this.
Maybe we pet him?
You guys can definitely pet him. He's probably gonna smell you a little bit. Yeah. So he's really having a great time just being out in the sun.
Where do they live?
They kind of live in southern Asia area around Myanmar.
Thanks, Craig. That was really cool.
You're welcome.
Catch you later, Craig.
Catch you later, guys.
Kids, this is Dakota, and she is a red-tailed hawk.
I noticed that her legs are tied. What's that for?
So we have these jesses that she wears that helps keep her safe with us. So Dakota cannot fly very well. She is a rehabilitated bird. So for that reason, we want to make sure that she's safe when she goes out for programs with us around the zoo. And this is a great way for her to feel comfortable with us as well.
What does she eat?
So Dakota likes to eat all sorts of different rodents. So she eats mice and rats, and that's what we provide her here as well.
What are those sharp nails for?
If you notice, she's got these really long talons on all of her toes, and what they do is they're there to help her catch her prey. So there are lots of different ways that birds of prey like Dakota here hunt, but what she does is she'll fly out of the sky, end up near her food, and then she will take her talons and grasp the food, and that way she can quickly get to the food easily.
Why is she sticking her tongue out?
So she's a little bit hot right now, but that's pretty normal for her. You know, just like we might sweat, she can't really sweat from her skin, so she'll actually open her mouth and pant like this, just like a dog would.
Are all red-tailed hawks the same colors?
That's a great question. So they do have different ranges, so some can be a little bit darker than others, but something that you'll notice about red-tailed hawks is their tail. They do have a very bright red tail, and that's the way you can tell what they are from far away.
What color skin do they have?
That's a great question. It's normally kind of like a whitish color, and so their body parts are really awesome. They have these hollow bones. So their bones themselves in their body are hollow, so that helps them fly and stay in the air. So while our bones are much denser, they can keep themselves flighted, and that's why they're not heavy at all.
Thanks for letting us meet Dakota.
Now, was this a great show, or was this a great show?
This was a great show.
Well, we couldn't have done it without you, Mackenzie.
Aw, sometimes you can be really sweet.
That's how I roll. Well, we hope you enjoy the show as much as we did.
And we hope you come back for the next episode of At the Zoo with
Max!
Hey, I take back what I said. And Mackenzie!